Welcome to Tech Today we will be unboxing the 480mm radiator. We have some other things to look at. There's a lot of things lying here. If you see the video, you will see me unboxing all things. We have a 120mm radiator. I still need to buy a 360mm radiator crossflow. So I'll get 3 radiators into the 7000 series, the same there. But first, let's open the EK Secret Santa gift I got because I bought this during the holiday special, and they will send some free items with me. If you buy over 350, you will get some free items. First off, we have a EK Wear winter cap. Let's see. There's a EK logo on it, I think. There we go, EK logo in the front. Fixing the hair. There we go, ready for winter. And then in the free EK gift bag, it said it should be values worth, I think it was 70 bucks. If you bought for more than 350, you will get this. There's a EK M.2 drive, EK M2 NVMe heatsink. So you get a free heatsink and you get a free cap. Let's see what it is. It is a heatsink and a bottom for it, and there is some cooling pads. Put it here, then just put over here. What else we have in here? We have a cutting tool for soft tubing. I won't be using soft tubing for this build, but it's nice to have. So thank you EK for this nice Christmas present. And then we have the EK Loop CMS. So if you connect RGB cables together and extend them, this cable can plug in around it, so you can see it here. It will hold the cable in place so it doesn't fall out. There is 2 of these. Yeah. Thank you. And then there is some cooling pads. Some different sizes, yeah. Thermal pads, and then we have the EK Loop screwdriver. Where did I put my knife? There we go. Let's see what this is about. So it says EK Loop screwdriver, basic set, 49 pieces. So let's see here. We can get it opened. Oh, you get it in with the nice EK logo, and you can click on it and it jumps out, and you have all the different bits here. It says field of use: notebook, PC, phone, camera, glasses, and other stuff, I guess, whatever these bits fit. So yeah. We need to look at another splitter cables, and have some radiators. We will go through anything. And we're gonna build in the 7000 case. The next video will be me building in that case, changing out the motherboard and all the fans. First off, we have some EK fittings, 90 degrees. Let's open one up. And it's very big, very chunky. Pretty much just a 90-degree fitting. I have 8 of those. Just nice to have. And then we have a 45 degree. Only 2 of these because I didn't know if I'm gonna need it or not. You can check it out as well. Because when you're doing the loop, it's nice to have some options to do different angles. So it's 45 degree instead of just a 90 degree. We can keep one of these around. Same with this one, we can keep it around. Once we get to the other stuff here. Put these over here. Then we have the jumper cable for the 24 pin, so you can jump the pump and pretty much start it without starting anything else up. So you just start the pump, prime the system when you fill it with liquid. So pretty basic. Nice one to have as well. What else do we have here? We have some extenders. So if you are off by a little bit, you can go like this, and then you can go, well, you could do that would be strange, but then you have an extender, and then you have the other fittings, the ones that are needed for the when you go like this, and you have the tube coming in here, or you can do it on the 90-degree. Like so. And then you have the extender. And the extender is for when you're using a drain. I think I have a drain plug over here. I have a Corsair drain plug, that doesn't matter. So you can go like this. Put this one on here, and then this will be going on like that. And then this one will go into the radiator. Let's find a radiator, we can show it off. I have a radiator right here. We have a 120 radiator in white, the Performance series. Let's take it out. Take a look at what you can do. Down there with the box, and this guy opens up like this. Nice chunky radiator. Just gonna put this one down there. And you take this one out, and then you go with the there we go. And then I should have a, where did that one go? I should have a splitter. Is that the splitter? No. Oh, here's the splitter. And then you go with the splitter. Splitter goes here. Oh, wait a minute. That's just yeah. You have a splitter, so you can put the splitter on first. And then you can go with the ball pin, the valve, so you can go whatever direction you want to go here, and you can go with the, like so. There we go. Then on the other side you can put like a 90-degree, like so. And then you can keep going with your loop. I'll probably prefer to, like, this one's got, the radiator is going to go in the back of the case, so it's not going to be there. I'm going to go on the 480 radiator I have. But I would probably do like a fitting on here, like a tube out, and then down to the splitter, and then off in a similar fashion. I'll show it when I build. Let's just disassemble everything here. That's fittings for everything. Then you have fan splitters. since we're going to use 16, 18 fans, there'll be a lot of fan splitters. And since we're using the EK fans, we can pretty much just daisy chain them into this, and then we're going to go with like so on the Aqua Computer Octo. We're going to use it like so, and then daisy chain, like we can daisy chain the, we're going to go push pull in the front, so we can daisy chain all 8 and then plug them into here, and then next and next and next. So we have 4 splitters. I think I'm going to need 3, but I bought 4 just to be sure. And then we have some RGB light. We have a 600mm strip. I bought just to get, I'll put them in the bottom here for some extra light, just for fun really. And I bought an extension cable for this because I didn't know if the cable on it will be long enough to reach back to the Octo. So we'll go through it when we build as well, just for fun and games. And then I bought 2 temperature probes. And a temperature probe, I'll use 2 temperature probes. I'll use one right before the CPU and GPU, so I can see how much the radiators are cooling, and then see if there are any difference. There's probably not any difference. Simple temperature probe goes in like this. You will probably place it at, you have these as well. So in this case, I will use inlet, outlet, and then use one of the bottom ones here. This is what I like about the EK radiators. You have inlet here, 2 inlets and 2 outlets. It doesn't matter which one you use, but you have to use inlet and outlet. You can't go inlet, outlet, because then you just go in and out straight away. But you also have to bleed air out. You have the top one. So you have 4 options in the bottom for whatever fitting you want to use. I'm thinking when this is attached to the back, I will use inlet, outlet, and then you're gonna go with the fittings down, and then we can bleed the air out the top with this plug. Then you open that one, bleed the air out, and then open it up, fill it up with fluid, and then the air is out when you fill it up with something else. Pretty simple. And then attach one of these right after the CPU, GPU, and right before. So I'm going to attach one temperature probe to the last radiator outlet, and then this one's going to be at the very first inlet of the first radiator, so I could measure how much heat coming off the coolant of the CPU and GPU. It should be the same because that's how the cooling should work. Okay, and then I bought some thermal paste, Hydronaut by Thermal Grizzly, to go with the CPU frame we also bought, so we can actually get some very nice temperatures. EK send their own with them, but I prefer the Thermal Grizzly Hydronaut. So that's just what I prefer. And there are some tools to spread it out with, 2 different ones. Yeah. And a verification code. I'll not show you that because then you can verify my profit. What else we have here? We have some RGB cables, splitter cables, because as I said, we're going to use 16 or 18 fans with a RGB strip, and then we have the pump, and we have GPU and CPU with the light in it. So there'll be a lot of RGB cables we need to control. And then we have normal fittings here. We have 18 normal fittings. I'll just put this one back in the box. This is, before we put it back in the box, I can show you it's just like a compression. Then you need to be careful with the O-rings. Then you take, I have bought the clear tube, clear hard tube. So we're gonna bend some tubes as well. Let's see if we can open one up here. And then this one just goes like so. Be careful with the O-ring, don't do anything. And then this one just goes like so, and then you tighten it. And then it's very nicely. Then it's on, then you need to do your bends and other things. Careful with the O-ring. I selected the clear hard tube because we're going with the Mystic Fog coolant from EK as well. And yeah, we'll show you right here. We show the EK Cryo Fuel Mystic Fog. It should, when it's light up with the RGB, it should spread the light a lot more. We'll see how much that. Well, if you look their website, it looks very cool, but we will see when we put it in and then see how much it will actually spread the light. And then we also bought a riser cable, so we can get right now the GPU is vertical. We want it up and standing so we can view the nice. So we got the EK loop riser cable, and then hopefully we can just attach it and then get it up and be nice displayed. I have not bought the graphics card I'm going to use yet because that graphics card is going in a different computer. I have a 4000 Corsair series tower I need to build in as well. So that graphics card is going to go in a new computer, and I'm going to buy a new graphics card for that computer. I'm looking at the 6900 XT, with the prices being what they are on graphics card, very high. I want to go for the 6900 XT because that is powerful enough for what I'm going to do. But I haven't bought it yet, so for now we're just gonna build with that's the GeForce 3070 Ti we have in there. We bought a bending tool, so we can show you how to bend. This is a 45-degree bend and a 90-degree bend, I think. You can, like a mold. Let's open it and take a look. Yeah. So we have 45 and probably a little less. 90-degree bend and a 45. So in some really nice metal. I think it acetal, the same metal they used to make the back of this GPU and stuff. What else do we have? We have a pump bracket, so you can mount the pump on the radiator or on a fan. So it's real basic. So we can actually mount it like this directly onto a radiator or on a fan that's on the radiator. So you know, or either, and then the pump sits here. But the pump will be situated in the front, like this one over here is. But we will use the 300mm EK pump that we showed in the last video. So, yeah, if you didn't see the last video, go see the last video, and then you'll see what else I'm gonna use in my build, in my 7000 Corsair series. And now we're gonna take up and see the last thing. It's the 480mm EK fan. It's a radiator, sorry, not fan. And yeah, let's open up and take a look. It is quite big. and it's the Performance series. So it's a box with a box in it. Let's see. Then in here we have the very nice looking 480 millimeters of radiator, and I think it's 45 millimeters thick. And it's gonna go in the front of my case. So it's gonna be sitting here in the front behind the fans, and we're gonna go with 4 fans that's pushing air in, and then 4 fans that pushing air into the case, so you have push-pull effect. And if you can see, you can actually see through it. And it's the same as the 120 millimeter. You have 4 options for 2 for inlet, 2 for outlet, and then you have a drain plug up here. And it will be mounted with inlet outlet down, so I can drain it. Use this one to drain air out of it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and follow me when we'll build in the case. And let's see how we can get 16 fans in the 7000 series case, and see you next time.